by the Finns on the doorstep. Weissman loses Milik. She slips on the wet surface. Weissman cashes in. Finns add 1 to their total.
Weissman breaking ankles there. Maya Milik just couldn't keep up and had to come to the ground. Weissman just happened to be free out in space. That was a better look from the Finnish team. But I still think, I know it's as simple as it was from the captain during their halftime huddle, but just keep cutting. One thing you'll see in these points, particularly now that Lumberjack are coming out in offense, when they're running back into the stack, they're running 100%. When Finland are running back into the stack, they're just sort of shuffling or meandering back in there. And that can work sometimes, but I think you now need to match the other team's intensity. We're 9-4 into this game, and we're close approaching time cap.
And it's at no point in this game have I felt like Finland have been the better team. It's from tip to tail. The Mermaids came out firing and haven't really taken their foot off the pedal. Look at wide open is Desert Scarampy rather. Just wide open, winds up twice. Then there's Desmond, and she uncharacteristically drops a sitter with all sorts of space around her to continue. She was maybe thinking 1 step ahead. Here come the Finns. Roundinen tries to go around it, gets the under. Persianen just squeezes into Rioanen again. Furka up line. Rioanen fires deep, all sorts of space. Got a receiver. Keki with the goal for the Finns. They chopped the gap to 4. As good as we've seen them in a long time.
That was such a beautiful touch on that pass, straight out into space. Couldn't have done that better.
An opportunity given to them on an unforced error. They're going to start taking these. The Mermaids have got the bulk of the bounces. Things have gone their way, and we've just seen one big one go towards the Finns. Let's see if they can use that as the spark they need to get this fire a-raging.
That's 2 points in a row for them. That's what they need, that boost of confidence to get them back. I can see them on the sidelines just trying to warm themselves up again, just trying to get them back into that agile zone. Weissman with the pull.
Here come the Finnish defense. Lisa Kuenberg centers herself rather, while Stalzo puts the disc into play, keeps it up line to Milik. Hammer gets some space, defender on, but the completion counts. Kept alive still. Buis underneath. Nichols. Stalzo. Dolph. Buis. 2 there. Goes to Ivankina and into Leuenberg for the goal. Quickly moved after she got it in the backfield there. Another score for the Mermaids.
Cowenberg into space. She finds that disc easily. And a beautiful pass from Inga Ivankina. She cuts really nicely. When she goes to make a turn, she turns away from her player, so they lose her. And you'll see that in a replay when you watch that point. She's running down the line, but her player's got her covered in that space. So she turns away from her player and goes back up and gets that reset in a power position where she can then take that shot for goal.
Space a premium here. Warm-ups happening at every angle around us. There's a half dozen teams running full team warm-ups surrounding us here. Inkinen goes deep. Contest there, well read for the goal. The defense in the neighborhood, but Maria Martes says, I will take every bit of that one. Counts it for a goal. 6-10. Still in favor of the Mermaids.
Maria Martes gets high, grabs that disc with power and strong hold on it. She was reading that disc the entire way, and that's just the boost that this team needs. You saw them run on, the entire team run on to high-five them, which we hadn't seen very much earlier. We are seeing a slight shift.
Slight shift. Let's see what they do with this momentum. So let's see if it acts as their shot of morning coffee, perhaps. Just what they needed to wake up. Not easy for everyone at this Windmill tournament to wake up. Last night sounds like it was a tame one, but I hear some exciting things about the future evenings coming up. Kuenberg underneath Nichols. Fakes the big with nobody going. Kuenberg again. Milik, she wanted in and went out. All sorts of space. The throw's on. The help comes. Milik takes it. Because of the help, she's got a wide open receiver. Thrown well to Seata. Mermaids again on the board.
Seata shifts her positioning. She's running into the end zone. Sees that disc flying behind her. Has to stop, turn around. That's the sign of someone who knows what they're doing, is confident on the field, has set their cut up with enough time to get that cheeky throw from Maya Milik. The Lumberjacks are just taking this game away.
(11-6), 5-point buffer. Skarampi lets it rip. Finland seeing a bit of a zone look here. Take away the huck options. Weisman. Ryuanen. Again back to her. Oh, caught at a stretch. Nopanen. Ryuanen fires one into a closing space. Now gets the look up the line there to Weisman. She wanted to go the whole way around. The mark was sound. Ryuanen trying to make herself available. That one goes over the whole stack. Too high for anybody to make a bid at.
A rushed throw, looking to just get the disc out of that clogged up space. And it looks like they're discussing a call. I think they're saying it was so they 10 seconds.
We found resolution. It's a turn. Just at the point of the throw, possibly a stall out.
I think that's what, yeah.
Skarampi winds up. Her backhand gets to Desmond eventually. Ooh, to ground. That one bobbles out. Grabbed the back of the neck, but possibly jolted herself on the landing. some attention.
And she's able to walk off, which is a good sign. It's difficult when you go down sometimes. You just don't know what's really going to happen.
Like she elbowed herself there. Weisman gone deep, handles the disc. They've got numbers, they've got spacing, they've got another goal. Finland.
What a take from Lino. Incredible hands.
Like she's got some super glue on those fingers, honey hands. Tight squeeze. 7-11, let's get a Slurpee.
Lumberjacks just filling out their 7th player.
Field Mike's picking up the action. 2 more Lumberjacks. Keeping 7 out there. See if they can tuck this one away. Finland stayed within striking distance here and have shown the better part of their momentum taking in the latter half of this game. Kuenberg, let's see if they can get a D here and stop them, but in the meantime, these Lumberjacks have plans of their own. Shot deep, Milik. It's hanging. Sharman can't get it because the defense from Keki was good. And Finland pick up to go the other way.
Nice box out from Keki. Just watch that disc. Watched her player.
Ooh, hammer with the touch hand block from the goal line. It still floats 15 meters. Kuenberg picks up Nichols, but cuts her in half there through the wrists. Cut deep early, it comes back under, and it does count. They got a lot of ground in 2 throws there, did the Finns. Go up line, they're still moving forward. That shot is to goal. Receivers there in space. Martis cashes in 8-11, making a game of this one.
Bringing that gap in closer now, only 4 points, 3 points. Finland heating up. They're on fire now. It's a mild simmer, but it could be a full rolling boil any minute.
They've got a full tank of propane there. They just got to get that pilot light going and all sorts of explosive power at their disposal, but they just need the right spark. They're chipping away. They're smashing flint together. The precipitation rearing its ugly head. Spitting down here in Amsterdam. Here they come, Komenda. A commendable throw, forwarding. Desmond Scarampy goes down, she's sliding all over the place. Here comes the under she was looking from Thompson. She fakes the big right away. I notice a lot of these women on the Mermaids get the disc and they're faking the big every time, trying to open up as much space as possible on those marks. Scarampy centering. Komenda. End zone look. That one's not quite in. Scarampy. Desmond rather looks to big break. Looks to big break again. She's got space. She's got Thompson. She's got a goal on the board. 12-8. Mermaids dictate pace.
I love that look. Just pinpoints Thompson. I'm going to throw it to you. Even if there's someone on the mark in my space, I'm going to step around you and get that shot off.
She knew she was making that breakthrow from the minute she looked upfield. She faked it twice. She took it in the end. No one got a hand anywhere near it. Beautiful break throwing clinic there by the Mermaid Lumberjacks.
Steph, you mentioned earlier that a lot of the Lumberjack players like to put out a big fake when they first get the disc, and I think that's something that Finland could potentially use to their advantage if they recognize that.
Don't bite.
Exactly.
Yeah, quite possibly maintain your commitment to the unders even when they're trying to bluff you on the deeps. Here they come. Moving it along. That one was caught awkwardly by Furka. Sariola and Martis. Martis goes up line despite the tight D, and they go again despite the D, but the shot was there, mishandled. Furka can't close the now in the doorstep. Hammer, shot for goal. Sharman can't get there because a tap knocks it away, the defensive effort from Furka. This looked like a quick shower to you, or is this guy telling us it might be hanging around for a little while?
Well, Stefan, my meteorology, is that right?
Yeah, that it is the art of meteorology.
My meteorology expertise. I do live in a very wet climate. I live in Scotland, and when it starts like this, it doesn't stop for a while. We are kind of in a similar climate, not confident, but it will improve anytime soon.
Ooh, the defense coming there, but Kuenberg handles, rips one upfield, but right into the defense. Finland coming. Where's that hammer we saw before? Breakside hammers, 40 meters. That opens things up. That changes momentum. Looks to break. Gets the break off a little bounce. Hammer gets a touch of a hand block, but all for naught as Finland goes on 2 throws later to score the goal.
Finland pedal to the metal, just making gains ever so slowly, but you can just feel it's like shifting a little bit, isn't it? The Lumberjack team they haven't dropped their intensity by any means, but I think Finland's just picked it up and just started to find those gaps.
Yeah, they're running. I think they're in kitchen sink kind of territory here, where throw everything you got at them, throw the kitchen sink, whatever you got left. Don't keep anything in the plan book at this stage. Use what you got, find a way. Turn the tides. Here come the Mermaid Lumberjacks. Maya Milik picks up and gets things going. Komenda. Other way, Scarampy goes up line to Komenda, gets lots of space, puts her in a power position, still looking under at Hammer. with an easy poach on the reset. She takes it to Scarampy. Menda. And pops one in for the goal. Milik pulling out all the stops to make sure that one counts. Strukova with the goal.
Milik absolutely just shows why she's such a great player and so hard to defend. She never gives up on any disc that's coming her direction, in her way, coming towards her.
She's a magnet.
I've got the disc, and all it takes is just a little lofty pass.
We're all here to have a good time first.
Finland still there, still putting a little bit of pressure on the Lumberjack team. Just reminding them that they've still got all of this skill set, this huge team of a breadth of skills and energy. I think against them is the clock. I think we're
61 minutes, I think.
It's less than 9.
Count it. 10. And game, ladies and gentlemen, game to 15. Mermaid Lumberjacks take it. A great start to our Windmill production. Make sure you stay, keep refreshing your links. Lots of action all weekend long from the Windmill.